Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. So first, just to recall, we have something called like terms when we are combining things, and those are terms that contain the same variables raised to the same power. So for example, 7x and 3x would be like terms because those both have the variable x and they're both raised to the first power. Or another example would be 5x squared y and 3x squared y. They both have the variables x and y. Both of the x's are raised to the same power and both of the y's are raised to the same power. And so when we're looking at adding, subtracting polynomials, we have to remember that we can only combine like terms. Everything else cannot be combined. And then we want to put our answer in standard form. So remember, that means that we want our highest exponent first and write those in descending order. So let's do some practicing of this. I'm going to go ahead and show you two different ways that you can add, subtract polynomials. The first way is to add them vertically. And so what I'm going to do is I want to take this second polynomial and write it underneath the first one and put my like terms together in order to add it. So this x cubed, I'm going to be adding it to the 3x cubed, the minus 10x squared, I'm going to add that to the 2x squared, and 8 I'm going to add to 7. I know that there's no x term on my second polynomial, so I can just put a 0x just to do a placeholder. And now I'm going to go ahead and add this like normal. So 3x cubed plus x cubed, I get 4x cubed. 2x squared minus 10x squared, I get negative 8x squared. Negative x plus 0x, I get negative x. Negative 7 plus 8, I get 1. And this is as simplified as I can go, because these are not like terms, so I cannot combine them. Another way you can do it is doing it horizontally, and so when I'm doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to underline like terms and combine those. So first, looking to see 9y cubed, what can I add that's a like term? Well, I see there aren't any other y cubed, so that is just going to be my first one. Next, I want to do my y squared, because that is my next highest exponent. So I have 3y squared minus 5y squared, and I get negative 2y squared. Then negative 2y plus y, I get minus y. And then that leaves 1 minus 4, and I get negative 3. Okay, now let's look at subtracting polynomials. So here I have 8x cubed minus 3x squared minus 2x plus 9, and I'm subtracting the polynomial 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus x plus 1. So doing it vertically, I can go ahead and write this underneath again. However, I need to be careful here because I'm actually needing to distribute this minus sign to all of them. And so when I'm writing underneath here, I'm actually going to do the opposite sign of what I see in here. So instead of 2x cubed, I'm going to have negative 2x cubed, and then minus 6x squared, plus x, minus 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and add those. So 8 minus 2, I get 6x cubed. Negative 3 minus 6, I get negative 9x squared. Negative 2 plus 1, I get negative 1x. And 9 minus 1, I get 8. And then you can also do this horizontally. So I'm going to start off the same by going ahead and distributing my negative. And I'm distributing that negative, I'm really just multiplying everything by negative 1. And so I have 2z cubed plus 3z minus 3z squared minus z plus 4. And then now I want to go ahead and write this in standard form. So my highest exponent is a cube, so 2z cubed. I don't see any other z cubes, so I'm just going to write that, 2z cubed. My next highest exponent is z squared. There aren't any other z squared, so I'm just going to write minus 3z squared. The next highest exponent is 1, so I have 3z minus z to get plus 2z. And then that leaves me with plus 4 at the end.